I want to tell you something that sums up who I am. My company is called Hive Bookkeeping, and I'm allergic to bees. I know, but the name wasn't an accident. The hive is the ultimate symbol of organized, purposeful, and efficient work. Every transaction in its place, nothing wasted, everything humming. That's what I do for my clients. I bring order to the swarm. I'm Annette Thorson, and I am Hive Bookkeeping. Before I started a bookkeeping business, I was a business owner, several times over. I owned and ran a construction company, a pharmacy staffing agency across several states, and spent 4 years turning around failing companies during the 2008 financial crisis. I've made payroll, I've worried about cash flow, I've sat across from bankers. That's why I'm different from most bookkeepers. I don't just record what happened, I help you understand what it means for your business. And on January 1st, 1986, I was windsurfing on the Columbia River. Ice in the water, wind strong enough to carry me miles downstream, which it did. Worst windsurf of my life, but I'd do it again tomorrow. Some people see bad conditions and turn the other way, but I'm not built that way. Here's what I see over and over with business owners I work with. They're great at what they do, really good. They built something real, but at some point, the books just took a back burner. Maybe it's a shoebox of receipts, a QuickBooks file no one's touched in months. Maybe they started using their personal account for business expenses because it was easier and now they can't untangle them. And then tax season arrives and they hand their CPA a puzzle with half the pieces missing and pay for the privilege. I'm not here to judge any of that. I'm here to say there's a better way, and it doesn't have to be complicated. Let me give you something you can use this week. No charge. Receipt capture. You spend money, you get a receipt, it disappears in your glove box or wallet, and 6 months later, it's long gone. 2 options that work. 1, you probably already have Google Drive through your Google Workspace account. Put the Google Drive app on your phone. Make a Drive folder called Receipts 2026. And every time you get a receipt, snap a picture. It goes straight into that folder, 0 cost. Option 2, an app called HubDoc, about $12 a month. It pulls the data off your receipts and attaches the images, then helps you categorize and sync into QBO. Either one takes about 20 minutes to set up and saves hours of pain later. Second tip, mileage. The IRS rate this year is 72.5 cents a mile. If you're driving to job sites and not tracking it, you're leaving real money on the table. 5,000 miles is over $3,600 in deductions. The QuickBooks app tracks it automatically with GPS. You just swipe business or personal. Some insurance apps track it too, and you can export it. There's no reason in 2026 to keep a paper mileage log. Third, and this surprises people, as a QuickBooks Gold Pro Advisor, top 5% nationwide, I can set your subscription up through my firm and pass you 30% savings, ongoing, every tier, from Simple Start to Plus, which is job costing my contractors need, up to Advanced. It's not just the software, you also save on payroll, time, bill pay, and payments. I pass my discount straight through, no markup. So even if you do your own books and just need software, come talk to me. Here's where I'm different from most bookkeepers, and what many of my clients value most. If you run a service business, plumbing, electrical, painting, moving, you probably use business management software like House Call Pro, Service Titan, or Smart Moving, and you have QuickBooks for financials. Those 2 systems either talk to each other perfectly or they don't, and you're doing double entry or worse, syncing wrong and collecting errors you don't catch until April. I specialize in integrating QuickBooks with business management systems correctly, so every job, invoice, and payment lands in the right place. Most bookkeepers won't touch this. I built it from scratch for electricians, excavators, even massage therapists. If your systems aren't talking, that's fixable. Here's what that looks like in practice. I recently started with an electrical contractor. Good business, real revenue, and a team counting on them. But their QuickBooks have months of unreconciled transactions, and their new field software wasn't integrated correctly. So payments were landing in the wrong accounts or not landing at all. Tax season was coming and their CPA was about to get a mess. I got in, cleaned up and reconciled everything, and set up the integration to run automatically and correctly. They didn't change their workflow, they just finally knew their numbers. That's a transformation I'm after for every client.
Annette has brought our business not only solid systems and accurate, up-to-date bookkeeping, but a wealth of knowledge in running a small business. She offers sound advice for us as we grow to ensure we stay on track to hit our goals. Without Hive Bookkeeping, we would not be where we are today.
I couldn't be more grateful for the support Annette Thorson has brought to my excavation business. With her 27 years of experience in the construction industry, she stepped in and quickly got my books completely up to date, something that had felt overwhelming before she came on board. What really impressed me was her attention to detail. Annette identified costly errors that I hadn't even realized were there, ultimately saving me money and bringing clarity to my financials. Beyond her expertise, she's genuinely engaging, focused, and always willing to help with anything I need. It's clear she truly cares about her clients and their success. Working with Annette has given me peace of mind and the confidence to focus on growing my business, knowing my books are in excellent hands. I highly recommend her to anyone looking for a knowledgeable and dependable bookkeeper.
So who am I looking for? A service-based business owner doing roughly $200,000 to $10 million a year, contractors, property managers, real estate, health and wellness, anyone running a real operation. They're doing their own books or paying someone who can't keep up. They dread tax season. If you hear, I need to get my books caught up, or I don't even know if I made money last year, that's my person. Please introduce me. I'm Annette Thorson, Hive Bookkeeping, Smarter Books, Stronger Business. The Hive is buzzing. Come find me.